gotta say, you are the first person I've actually met who's expressed his viewpoints openly. So I'm kind of intrigued. I'm interested. Well, I just hadn't heard.
You never listen to the wrong people. That's why. Okay, this is an anomaly. Two New Yorkers, passive New Yorkers, seem passive anyway. I did most of the talking on this one. But the conversation started out because when I asked them what they did, one of them said he was a PR for a pharmaceutical company or the pharmaceutical industry. I said, oh boy, that's interesting. So we got into start talking about the opioid epidemic and how he PRs that. And I kept it going on. They were quiet and sat back, and I would rant, and they were just kind of like stand there and keep on listening. And so I kept on ranting some more. See if I could get them fired up at all, but all in all, it turned out pretty good. And you know what you do with all this stuff. If you like it, you like it. Care, share. We get more about the, I don't know what it is that the liberals cannot get about free speech. What the hell they got against the First Amendment? We'll get into that here. So, you know, hit all the prep buttons if you like and support me if you can. I need it. And pray for me, please. Can't do anything else, and if you can't do everything else, do that. All right, I'll see you on the flip side of this one. When you have more people being killed by opioids and all the rest of the drugs combined, that's a pretty big problem.
Yes, I agree.
And then when you look at the influence, because I mean, look, I don't know. When you even Fox, you got Fox, half the damn commercials on their pharmaceutical companies. So if a pharmaceutical company comes out and with something that's going to, they screw up and kill 1,000 people with a poison vaccine, you think Fox is really going to report on that fairly? No. So the influence of the pharmaceutical company is huge. Huge. So, not that there aren't pharmaceuticals that are obviously good, otherwise you wouldn't be in business at all. But the influence of them is awfully strong.
I think I just read that this morning, that Trump just said that whole, pharmaceutical companies are behind all this mess, trying to impeach them and all that stuff, so...
Well, there's a lot of more than just the pharmaceutical companies trying to impeach him.
Yeah, well, it's one of those things
we can name a whole bunch of people: George Soros, the bankers. The deep state. Let's use the deep state. You got to realize that even when Truman started the CIA. Before he left office, he says, I'm sorry I made this damn thing, because they've already metastasized beyond what I originally put them in for. Mm-hmm. Now, you have Schumer gets up there and goes, yeah, you don't want to mess with the intelligence. They have 6 ways to Sunday getting back at you. Well, fuck you. Who the hell elected them to go ahead and dictate to our president and to what we want? Who are they? The shadow government? We don't need a shadow government in this country. It's not what the hell this is supposed to be all about. So when you add up the influence of I don't care if it's big pharma or big oil or big energy or big anything, against us, the people, we've turned into little peons. Our voice don't mean nothing. I just was speaking to a couple of Londoners here talking about, they vote for Brexit, the government goes, fuck you. So, it's pretty much the same thing here. And now you have de Blasio, the idiot in New York, say, yeah, you're going to be fined $250,000 if you say illegal immigrant. Oh, so the First Amendment doesn't apply? Illegal immigrant, illegal immigrant, illegal immigrant. Find me, you asshole. See you in court.
Tell me how you really feel.
You can see how I really feel. So, I'm seeing all this liberal bullshit PC crap coming down, and behind it, globalization, which incorporates what? The major mega corporations that span, nation states, hooking up with the globalist in the government, trying to eviscerate nation states and form a one world government and a one world currency, along with big tech, to go ahead and just put us all in these little electronic prisons. So everybody's walking around with an iPhone stuck with their head stuck to the nose to this thing. And us just bleeding our information into it, and just, it's just stupidity. It's a stupidity on a grand scale, and we're walking right into it.
Some fair points. I'm not going to say I agree with any of them, but...
Oh, the counter them. If you can disagree with anything I just said, give me a counter argument. Change my mind.
I would never. I think you're pretty convinced in your ways.
But I'm open. I'm out here to accept any argument. That's what I'm out here for. But if you can give me a counter argument to anything I just said that could possibly change my mind, I'm open.
Hillary Clinton in jail and
Yeah, dude. Be nice, wouldn't it? Wait for Barr to get back and start doing his job.
You'd have to be good at it.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah.
Corrupt. Just help the whistleblower write their thing.
Yeah. I mean, the whole thing's a farce. I don't believe it. They keep on building walls and keep on running right into. No weapon used against us shall prosper. Yeah. I mean, look at this whole impeachment stupidity. I mean, Andy still made the phone call. So Trump releases the transcript. Here's the transcript. Read it yourself. Oh, we still got to impeach him. What for? What for? What for? Morons. What for? Again, the deep state trying to get the man out from a duly elected president, the will of the people. And they can't stand it. The liberals can't stand it. Oh my God, you dumb Trump supporters, well, we got to get rid of them. Well, vote them out if that's your kind of case. If the liberals can come up with better programs, 136,000 jobs in September. Lowest unemployment since 1969. Counter that. Do better. No. Whoa, he said grab pussy. Yeah, fuck you. Fuck you. I mean, come on, man. They got nothing. The liberals got nothing.
That is a liberal problem. Despite what you want to say about Donald Trump, with the exception of Barack Obama, you cannot name a liberal superstar to come along in my lifetime, and I was born in the 80s. Liberals lose elections all the goddamn time, not because they don't have good policies, it's because they don't come up with good candidates. Period.
Well, if they don't have good policies, going to come up with good candidates with good policies. I mean, you name it. If you got a bad candidate, I don't care. Come up with a policy. Name one damn policy. I'll tell you, the only thing I heard that this Congress passed was this past week was this. They said they wanted digital medical records for the illegal immigrants coming over. Our veterans don't have that in the VA. So Republicans said before we pass this, they want to do it in 90 days. It's been years we've been trying to get it for the VA. The Democrats held it back. So the Democrats want an illegal immigrant medical digital in 90 days. The Republican says, but before we pass this, can we get it for the VA? The Democrats voted that down. So fuck the veterans. Let's have the illegal immigrants get that first. How does that fly? How is that a program that it even works?
I'm not familiar with the program or what it's.
Well, you can look it up. I mean, it just happened this past week. So again, well, you're championing illegal immigrants over veterans? How the hell does that fly? I'll tell you how it flies, because globalization. The Democrats are globalists, along with some of the Republicans. They're globalists. They want to eviscerate nation states, bring in a one world government, bring us down to the lowest common denominator, and then come in with their, with their oppression. And that's what it's all about. They don't want strong nation states. They want to eviscerate strong nation states, which is that man is trying to build up. And they hate that. Oh, let's not have individualism. No, more centralization. Give the government more power. And I love it now that the liberals are championing the CIA. What the fuck is that? Because I was a liberal back in the day. The FBI and the CIA were bad guys. They were the ones starting the wars, killing people. The shadow government that they were. Now, all of a sudden, they're the good guys? What? CIA agent that's a registered Democrat that, blows the whistle my ass. He didn't even go through the protocol. Goes to shift, goes, hey man, well, let's conjure up this thing. Let's go ahead and do this. And then they write up this bullshit whistleblower statement that you read it. It reads like some lawyer wrote it, which is a bad lawyer. Oh God. And then they don't even want to vote on the articles of impeachment because they know it'll fail. So it's all theater. It's all bullshit. It's because you ain't got any policies. The liberals have no policies. Zero policies. It's all PC correctness. Orange man bad.
I gotta say, you are the first person I've actually met who's expressed his viewpoints openly, so I'm kind of intrigued. I'm interested.
Well,
I just hadn't heard.
You never listen to the wrong people. That's why. You surround yourself in New York with this guy, with that liberal BC crap. It's sort of like if you're a chicken and you're born and all you see is yellow, you think yellow is your mother. If you surround yourself with nothing but liberal crap, that's all that's going to go through your head. That's all you hear.
Yeah,
but my God.
This guy's not very well liked or very well received in his hometown.
Oh, not according to the ones I speak to. Again, I guess it's all a matter of perception. But I'm out here, and you could go listen to my videos. I got over 1,400 of them. Yes, I got over 1,400 videos on. I stand out here and talk to people all day long, and I did all kinds of. I spoke to several New Yorkers today. Came up all for this man. On the back of this get out of jail free card from Hillary Clinton. Good for any crime in the world. And I'll give you a good book if you read books. I don't know anybody reads books anymore. Of course, they're not, oh my God, what a book. Well, if you really want to get a 0 to 60 in 2.2 of what's really going down.
Mm-hmm. What is it?
The killing of Uncle Sam. Hope it's not prophetic. But read that book. It'll give you a crash course in globalization and what's going down today, what's happening.
I hadn't heard of it, but I'll take a look.
Of course you haven't heard of it. Again, if all you're doing is watching CNN and MSNBC, you're not going to hear it. Of course not.
And you're going to start voting on those Breitbart polls,
It wouldn't be a bad idea. I don't know. I mean, listen to the people they try to silence. Why do they take down InfoWars? Why? I mean, if we're about free speech, what did they take down InfoWars for? Again, if you got an argument that can counter, come up with the argument. Censorship is weak. That shows you have no argument. So they take down InfoWars?
Aren't those guys posting multiple false articles that were proven false though?
If they were proven false, prove them false. And then that we do that all the time with CNN. Do you see them taken off the air? You're allowed to be false if you want. Prove them false, but don't take them down. That's authoritarianism. That's censorship. That is bust out.
What'd you do?
1 for 3, 2 for 5. So you know why take them down? No one's forcing you to go to listen to InfoWars. So you go, you listen, and then if you got an argument, you counter the argument. But not liberals. Oh, we gotta censor them. Oh, take them down. Oh, God, we can't hear that. How weak is that? Thank you, darling.
For making a buck.
I know, for real, dude. I respect the hustle.
Of course, you're from New York.
Nice meeting you.
All right, gentlemen.
Take care.
Have a good day, man.
There. Hard to believe those guys are New Yorkers, huh? I mean, most of you New Yorkers I know are a lot more animated than these guys. This guy's supposed to be a PR guy? Yeesh. Okay. All right. Anybody likes to stop by, go hit the buttons and contribute something. I would really appreciate it. Remember, pray for me. I'll see you on the streets.